Today, we are talking about why aging is a lie. You are more powerful, beautiful, and desired than ever. Welcome back to Level Up with Coach Heather. Today's episode is going to set your soul on fire.
You were born to be good enough, good enough.
Because I am here to dismantle one of the most toxic, limiting beliefs we've ever been sold as a woman. And that lie is this, that our beauty, that our power, and our desirability fade with age. This makes you feel like if you're in your 20s, oh, I gotta hurry up and find somebody. Or if in your 30s, oh God, I'm 30, and if you're 40s, you're completely washed up. No. That once we hit a certain number, it gets harder to find love. We become invisible, or we should tone it down. I just had a friend say to me, well, she's in her 40s, and so, it's a lot harder to find a man. That is please. Wait till you hear all of my stories about all my friends and myself. That is not true. The older you get as a woman, the more power that you have. So ladies, let this lift you up. If you're in your 20s, you have got so much to look forward to, baby doll, and there is no need to rush. Enjoy yourself. If you're in your 30s, honey, you're not even a third away into your life. And if you're like me in your 40s or you're older, I'm going to tell you stories about my 67-year-old friend, about my 53-year-old friend. You are more desirable than you have ever been. So I'm going to tell you this with every fiber of my being. This is complete nonsense. I'm in my 40s and I look better and feel better and get more attention now than I ever did in my 20s. My body is stronger, my skin glows, my confidence is through the roof. I walk into the grocery store and get hit on 5 times before I can even make it to the produce section. And I am not an anomaly. This is happening to women everywhere. So today we're talking about why aging is not decline, it's evolution. It's the moment where your beauty deepens, your sensuality ignites, and your power expands. Are you ready? Let's dive in. So let's talk about the social lie about aging. We have been programmed to fear aging. Movies, media, and even well-meaning relatives have pushed this idea that at a certain age, women fade into the background. That if you're not, 25 and, you're somehow less than, right? But here's the truth. The world is terrified of women who know their worth. At 25, 35, 45, 55, no matter the age. Society teaches us to shrink, to stay quiet, and to believe that our best years are behind us. But what if the truth is opposite? What if your prime starts the moment you stop apologizing for who you are? Here's what I know. Confidence is hotter than youth. Confidence is hot at any age, 25 or 65. Energy is sexy at any age. A woman in her 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s who owns herself, her sensuality, her smile, her wisdom is magnetic. And you know what? The right men know it too. I see it everywhere. When I am traveling, I will watch men of a certain age pass by women younger than them to talk to the hot woman closer to their age, because like attracts like. So let me introduce you to some women that I know who are living, breathing proof. Let's start with me. I am thriving. I'm glowing. My face, my body, my vibe, it's better now than it was in my 20s. Why? Because I've learned to love myself. I've learned how to take care of myself and not apologize for it. And I'm still, working on facets of it, but I'm learning to walk in confidence. And guess what? Men notice. Of all ages, I get approached by 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds, 50-year-olds. It doesn't stop. But it's not just me. My friend Tanya just finalized her divorce, and her ex didn't even want to sign the papers because he's still in love with her. But she's already got another man asking her to move in. Last summer, full-blown hot girl summer. She had 6 friends in rotation, 2 of them younger than her. They went dancing, dining, traveling, living their best lives. And this man she's seeing now, he's taken her to Italy, Portugal, India. So now let's talk about Dorothy. Dorothy is in her late 60s, but she looks like she's in her 40s. I know her from my hip hop class. She took my hip hop class several times, and every woman in the room was always so floored when she shared her age. At one point, after being widowed, she was dating 4 men. 2 of them wanted to marry her, and now she's with a beautiful soul a few years younger. They're traveling the world together, laughing together, and she's never felt more alive. She loved her first husband so much, and she said, and she's a widow, that she thought she would never feel that kind of love again. But she is. She's in a wonderful, committed relationship. They've been to Egypt. They have fun like newlyweds in their 20s. The moral of the story? There is no expiration date on your power, honey. There is no expiration date on your pleasure or your magnetism. So don't let anybody tell you different. This is something that society and people have used to try to cripple us and tamp our power. But no more. We're not believing those lies. Now, if you say, I can never find a man, men are so hard to find, yada, 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 you are drawing that to you. So it is going to be harder for you, no matter how beautiful you are, no matter how sweet you are, no matter how funny you are, no matter how great personality or intelligent or successful you are. We have to start recognizing that you are a prize and men are seeking you. Okay, and it's not just about looks. You need to do the best with what you have, but it's so much more than that. And many of us know that already, right? Think of that friend you have that may not be conventionally attractive and she's always getting hit on. Now think about her confidence level. Think about her freedom in herself. Think about her personality. Now how can you adopt that? Okay, so now let's add some science to back this up, because our bodies actually back it up. There was a study recently, it was on the front of Yahoo, about a woman in her 70s who had the heart and internal organs of a woman in her 20s that was in immaculate shape. She was tested on a cardiac stress treadmill, the same type they use for athletes. And guess what? The doctors were shocked. The headline was like, rethinking everything that we have thought about aging. Because this woman had taken care of herself, she trained her heart like a muscle. She was a runner, then a walker. And guess what? The human body regenerates. Your liver rejuvenates every few years. So you don't have a 40-year-old liver, you know what I mean? So if your skin, your cells, your organs, they're constantly being renewed. So if you're aging poorly, it's not age. It's neglect. It's what you've told your body to do. But if you're loving your body, moving it, feeding it well, you can radiate health at any age. And it's not too late to start. Weight training lifts your booty, it tones your arms, it perks up your posture. You don't have to accept anything saggy, tired, or dull, honey, because you can reverse it. And listen to this. A woman's sexual desire often increases with age. We become more in tune with our bodies. We know what we like. We feel freer to ask for it. We shed the shame and we step into desire. And that's where the real magic happens. There are documented cases of women in their 80s and 90s having fulfilling, joyful sex lives, including natural orgasms. Why? Because the body doesn't forget. It just needs your permission to thrive. It needs us to stop believing these lies and these social constructs designed to put us in our place. So this is your reminder. You are not drying up. You are heating up. You are not invisible. You're just becoming too powerful to ignore. You're not washed up. You're just getting wiser about who you are and who you allow into your space. Aging is a return to your most authentic self. No more people pleasing. No more waiting for permission. This is the time where you wake up and say, I know who I am. I know what I want, and I am not afraid to claim it. So no, you don't have to accept looking or feeling like crap. You don't have to accept someone whispering that negativity and lies in your ear. You can lift your body, glow up your skin, speak life over your reflection, and fall back in love with yourself, or perhaps the first time. This is not about chasing youth. It's about celebrating the woman that you are. And I want you to hear me when I say this. You're not too old. You're not too young. You're not too late. You're not less than. Your beauty isn't behind you. It's within you. And if you're in your 20s, you don't have to hurry. Enjoy your life. You're not going to dry up when you turn 35. That is a lie, baby girl. Your beauty lives in the way you move, the way you laugh, your confidence, the way you nurture, the way you radiate, the way you love others, the way you love yourself. So stop saying there are no good men, women don't want women my age, or they don't want a successful woman or a woman like this, that, and the other. That is a fear-based mindset. That is a lie that you've accidentally started to believe. The truth, there are tons of good men, and they want a woman just like you. They want a woman who knows who she is, who's confident, loving, and kind. And when you show up like that, men of all ages will feel it. They will feel that energy, and you won't even have to try. So lift your head, roll your shoulders back, put on your favorite lip gloss, or go barefaced and bold. Own it. No matter your age, no matter what you look like, you are beautifully and wonderfully made. So let's end with some affirmations and start loving ourselves. I am radiant. I am magnetic. I am a powerful woman in her prime. My life is just beginning. I am more than enough at any age. Now go out and live like it, because the truth is, you are timeless and you are amazing. The beauty that you have has always been inside you. Your nurturing, your love, your kindness. Maybe you've been through trauma. That just makes you more empathetic, more kind, more strong. Maybe you're a super successful woman. Maybe you're a super funny, kind woman. Maybe you're a good listener. You've got a fun personality. Whatever it is, maybe you're introspective and quiet. Maybe you're highly intelligent. Whatever it is, it doesn't go away with age. One of the best examples that I can give you of this is that I was even taught in nursing school when I went back to college for the second time, not even 10 years ago, that you're born with all the brain cells that you're ever going to have when you're born, and you start losing them at 2 years old. That is a lie. That is not true, and science has proven it. Look it up. You can generate neurons. It's called neurogenesis and neuroplasticity when you are 86 years old. You generate neurons at any age. So when you see people losing, where they are not as sharp as they used to be mentally, that is not from aging. That is not a normal part of aging. Less than 10% of people suffer from Alzheimer's and dementia. Less than 10%. So 90% of people when they're 90 are still sharp as they were when they were 40, especially if they take care of their bodies, They exercise, they eat right, they laugh, they enjoy their lives. So love yourself. You've got a long way to go. So if you haven't been loving yourself, you haven't been taking care of yourself, you've let yourself go. You thought when you got to a certain age that you're not supposed to put on makeup, or you're not supposed to look pretty or feel pretty or do things that, make you feel special. That is a lie. You are a queen. You are a princess. Maybe you're 20 years old struggling with self-worth and struggling with this, and it has nothing to do with age. Whatever age that you are a princess. You are a queen. Start treating your body and your mind and your soul with the love and the care that it deserves. Treat your body as the holy temple that it is. Don't use religion or spirituality as an excuse thinking that you want to be humble. God says to treat your body like a holy temple. We are supposed to be treating our bodies like a temple, or we're sinning just as bad as anybody else. Love yourself, baby. This is your permission today. Read Proverbs 31 Woman, or whatever the equivalent is that for you. Read some spiritual books. Read some authors that speak to you, some strong female women. Whatever it is your spiritual practices are, whether it's yoga or whatever it is, get in touch with yourself. Love yourself. You are special. And when you start loving yourself, everyone else will start loving you too. And if they don't love you, then just let them flow out of your space, because maybe they're not right for you anyway. Have a wonderful day. And remember, you are amazing.
Could see that you're good enough.